Oh boy, we've got to race a McLaren P1 GTR in this one and stay on his tail for quite a while. It's one of my favorite cars, one of the most balanced cars in the game. Alright, it says no off track, that's not quite true. I'm going to use some right now to get a nice advantage. If you go off track any more than I just did, you will fail this stage. So I've spent it all. I'd say that's a whole second, and I'd say I spent it all. I did several tests on that. I failed that many times. This one's taking me more effort. Watch this. I'm going to get a little push from him. See, my speed changed. Every little bit helps. And I'm going to get into my braking points on this one. So I'm going to be pointing out several lines on the track, like there's blue and white rumble strips there, or corner edging. Also notice the red rectangular markers right there, right in the middle of the corners. That, you want to have it so that you're getting back into the gas at or before that. If you're braking properly, you should be able to do that on every corner. Another thing to remember is that you cannot afford big contact with the other cars. Minor contact is allowed, but if you hit someone hard, or if you make it so they hit you hard, you will fail this stage. So coming up here, I've got to be careful. I can't just shove my way through like I sometimes do. Got to be a little bit delicate. Ooh, I clipped him, that's not good. And here, it's hard with this car because these guys hog the line. That was a pretty decent pass though. Okay, so for this next lap, I'm going to get into the braking points a bit. So on the left-hand side, as soon as the sharper corner hits, there's a little line. I'm braking about a car length before that, right there. Braking about a car length before. I want to get into the throttle before that red mark. Again, white and blue, I'm braking halfway through that one, into the throttle before the red. Braking right at the beginning of that white and blue, into the throttle quite a lot early. Braking a few car lengths before the shadow. Again, into the throttle before the red if I can. Another shadow bridge here, I'm braking just at the tail end of it, into the throttle right early. Nice power right through that. White and blue on the left, braking just before the tail end of it. On the left-hand one again, into the throttle nice and early. Here, not a great place to... That one's kind of by far, I really blew it too. Look on your left there, white and blue, I'm braking about a car length before that one. And white and blue on my right, braking about a car length before that one. And then power out. And just repeat that. So here we are, there's the P1 GTR, we can see him up ahead. Now I've done this a few times, and if I keep this really clean, I do not have enough time to draft him. I don't have enough time left in this lap. So I'm going to catch up to him and rough him up a little bit. I'm going to shove him deep into the corners so he has to over brake. And that's going to lengthen the time of this last lap. Now I can't do it too rough or I'll fail the stage. But you see that? I'm going to get him nice and loose. And then I just have to be a pinch ahead of him. Like literally, if his bumper's a foot ahead of mine, front bumpers I'm talking, if his front bumper is a foot ahead of my front bumper, that's enough. Same thing here, I'm going to get up and gently nudge him. I don't want to push him too far and make him go flying way off track because that's going to just mess up what I'm doing. Now this guy's super fast, he's got really good acceleration, so I need to dump him on the last corner. So I need to make sure I get all my drafting done before this corner. There we go. Now I failed it twice right there because I got too aggressive, and damage adds up. So each little tap you give adds up, and that's why suddenly you do one tap too many and you fail. All right, one more stage for day 5 completion.